What's up, everybody? It's the Gambling Gringos channel. We're going to be talking about our favorite sport here, and we're going to go 30-1 according to pitching rotations, in my opinion. All right, let's get started. Number 30, the Nationals. So this is probably the worst rotation there is. I mean, it's got a couple pieces that I think could do well. Michaelis is washed. He hasn't been good for 5 years. Jake Irvin lets up so many bombs. The rest of these guys I'm just not very excited about. But they have upside. I'll give them that. They got upside. 29, we got the White Sox. The White Sox, they have Shane Smith, who made the All-Star game last year, their lone representative. And he had a great first half of the year, and it kind of tapered off at the end, but he is a decent arm. These other guys probably wouldn't be in any rotation in the rest of the league. So that's just why I think they're at 29. They'd probably be long relievers or in AAA. So, sorry, White Sox. 28, I'm going with the Cardinals. So the Cardinals, they just have a bunch of 4 starters. And that's just all there is, 4 and 5 starters. So, all these guys, they're capable arms, but, they're not going to push them far. They're not going to bring them to the playoffs. Getting Dustin May, it's a decent get for them, I guess. These other guys, we'll have to see. I think McGreevy could do well. Liberatore, he's all right. But, these guys, they need some arms. They need some better arms if they really want to compete. 27, the Rockies. So the Rockies just didn't do anything in the offseason. They got Lorenzen, who's a 4-ish arm. And Freeland's still somehow their ace. He's not an ace. And I have a feeling Chase Dolander will do a little bit better this year. But these guys, I think 27 is as high as they go. And I'm just being nice. 26, the Athletics. I think the Athletics might surprise some people this year, but it's not going to be with their rotation. Severino, he can't pitch at home. Springs, we'll see how he does. But I'm somewhat excited about Lopez. I think Lopez will do pretty well. I think he's going to show to be their ace by the end of the year. But yeah, this rotation's nothing special, but their offense, I think, is special. So that's what's going to lift them. 25, the Angels. So this is actually a rotation with very high upside. By the end of the year, these guys could be a top half of the league. I mean, really, if all goes right. But this is kind of their floor right here. They don't really have any aces. These guys are middle of the pack, and some of these guys could have good seasons. That's why I said they got high upside, but right now I'm sticking them at 25. Number 24, the Guardians. So as a Twins fan, I don't know why every single year these guys end up doing good. I don't get it, because on paper they're not. So I don't know, but I'll get onto the rotation here. So Gavin Williams, Tanner Bybee, decent. I'll give him that, pretty decent. Logan Allen, I need to see more from him. He is not a top arm. And, Slade is, guys are just drooling to get in the batter's box to face him. So I'm excited about that. But, yeah, 24. 23, the D-bags. So these guys just have the most bland rotation. They got Gallen back. I think Gallen will have a better year than he had last year. He's not washed. He just had a rough year. Merrill Kelly, he's washed. The rest of the guys I'm not going to say much about because, they're gonna get roughed up. And I think the D-backs probably will miss the playoffs with these guys, but sneaky decent rotation. 22, the Padres. So this is the first team on this list that I actually like their 1 and 2. Like, I really like them. But the rest of them, Musgrove, he's coming off an injury. I don't know what to expect from him. Randy Vasquez is probably one of the worst pitchers to have in your rotation. JP Sears is going to get lit up. So if they invested a little more in their rotation, it would be better. But their top 2 guys, not too bad. 21, the Twins. Like I said, Twins are my team. I know Lopez is hurt, so I don't know who's going to fill in for him, Mick Abel or something like that. But if Lopez was hurt, they would be a top 15 rotation. Right now, without Lopez, Joe Ryan's a great arm. Bailey Ober is hit or miss. The rest of these guys I'm not super high on. But if Mick Abel can get up and get some significant innings, he could be a good one in the future. But right now, they're not top 20. 20, the Marlins. Don't sleep on this rotation. Sandy's going to have a comeback year. Yuri is a young pitcher that's very good. He's got to stay healthy. Max Meyer, I love. Braxton Garrett's always been all right. Paddock is okay. I mean, this rotation it's decent. I don't know. It's not special, but if they can put together a decent, hitting and defense around them, they could possibly be a playoff team. 19, I'm going Cubs. I've seen other videos of the Cubs being so high on people's lists. I don't see it. Horton's going to do well. And, these guys, I think they're all like 3 starters, really. All of them. And that's not a bad thing, but all of them being 3 starters, they're going to win some games with that offense. But they're not a top-tier rotation like I see some of these other videos say. All right, 18, Orioles. So they got a couple sneaky additions, Shane Baz and Chris Bassett. Great additions, in my opinion. And if all their guys can stay healthy, this is an okay rotation. I'm all right with throwing them out there. I don't know who's going to start, Eflin or Kremer, but I think Eflin should have a good comeback year, and Bradish, Rogers at the top, decent. 17, Pirates. Now, this is a case of the best pitcher in the world helping out their ranking here, because without Skeens, this is probably 28 or 29 rotation. Bubba Chandler, I'm actually excited for. I want to see what he's got. He looks pretty good. He looked good last year. But, why are you getting Jose Urquidy as your number 5? What's the point of that? Just bring somebody up from AAA. Seriously? Like, I don't get it. 16, the Yankees. Oh, man. I can't wait for the Yankees fans to be pissed off about this one. As of right now, this is their rotation going into the year. It's definitely underwhelming if you're a Yankees fan. And, Cole come back at some point this year along with Carlos Rodon. So, the rotation will get better on paper. But as of right now, these guys are not a top half rotation. Fried is really their only guy that I trust. 15, the Rays. I'm super excited about McClanahan coming back. He was in Cy Young talks. I don't know, but before he got hurt, he was super good. And Drew Rasmussen, underrated pitcher. Pepio, underrated. Matz and Martinez, whatever. They're 5 starters, whatever, though. But their top 3 guys is a real treat. So if they end up making the playoffs, which I don't think they will, they have a decent 1, 2, 3. So we'll see. Number 14, the Astros. So, at the top you got Hunter Brown, top 10 pitcher in the league. But then a lot of question marks. Am I going to be good? Christian Javier, I like, but is he going to be consistent? Burrows, is he going to be consistent? McCullers coming off injuries for years and years. How good is he going to be? There's just a lot of question marks for me to put him any higher than 14. Number 13, the Royals. So that's kind of the opposite of the Astros. They have another top 10 arm and then a bunch of guys that have proven it. And, they've been a rotation. This has probably been their rotation for a couple years now. So you know what you're going to get. And, guys, I think Waka is a great 3, actually. He's not, going to blow you away, but he's good. Bubik is good. Lugo at 2, I don't know about that. I would bump him to 4, but, yeah, you know what you're going to get with these guys. 12, I got the Giants. So Logan Webb in that rotation, so good. Man, he's good. Robbie Ray, they added a couple years ago. Man, he is good too. Let's get real. Tyler Mahle, he kind of, I don't know if it was a flash in the pan last year, but he had a great year last year. I don't foresee that being forever. So we'll see. Hauser's good. And Landon Raup, I don't know how to for sure say his name. Someone in the comments can help me out. But, yeah, good rotation. 11, you got the Brewers. So imagine if they kept Peralta. This would be a crazy rotation. Woodruff, so good. Mizorowski, who had a great year last year as a rookie. I can't wait to see what he has this year. Priester's solid. And, their last 2 guys, about average. But when you have 3 guys, that's all you need, really. Make it to the playoffs. You got 3 good starters. That's really all you need. 10, you got the AL champion Blue Jays. They added Dylan Cease, great. And I don't know why they don't have Barrios on here. He's probably their number 5. And they also added Max Scherzer. So this rotation, just these 5, just doesn't show at all. They have a lot of guys that can throw. A lot of innings are going to be eaten up by this starting rotation. And they're probably going to make the playoffs again. Who knows if they'll make a push. But adding Cease is going to be huge for them. For 9, the Phillies. Christopher Sanchez, man, I'm sorry I disrespected your game last year. You are him. Luzardo, I knew he was going to be him. Aaron Nola, kind of fallen off a bit, but he's still a decent 3. And I wish they would have a better 4. Taijuan Walker, he's shown to be very below average. But I'm excited for Andrew Painter. We'll see what he has in store for us this year. But top 10 rotation for sure. Number 8, the Rangers. So when I saw they traded for Mackenzie Gore, I was like, damn. This is going to be a really solid rotation. Because they already have DeGrom, who's, if he's healthy, a top 10 arm. And you got Eovaldi, who had a crazy year last year. He's not going to repeat it, but he's still going to be very solid. Their bottom two guys are a little worrisome. If Kumar Rocker lives up to his draft, hype, then they're going to be just fine. Number 7, the Mets. I'm liking this Mets rotation, man. Trading for Freddie Peralta. Guys, they're going to be good. I'm excited about Nolan McLean. He's going to be a good young pitcher. Senga is not 6. He's probably 3. And then, these other 3 guys, they're ground ball pitchers. That's what you need for your back guys, your back of the end rotation guys, ground ball pitchers. And that's huge. And I think the Mets are going to be good. Number 6, the Reds. This is a slept-on rotation. I'm serious. Hunter Green has some of the nastiest stuff in the league. Abbott had a great year last year. Lodolo, I'm a truther. I'm a Nick Lodolo truther. And Brady Singer, he's okay. Why don't we have Burns in here? What's going on? Rhett Lauder, are you serious? Burns is going to be the 5-spot starter. I don't know if he's hurt or what, but what's going on here? Number 5, the Red Sox. It really helps when you have a top 5 starting pitcher as your number 1 ace. Dude's legit. And they added Suarez and Gray to the rotation. A couple guys, a 2 and 3 guy, perfect. That is what you need. Bayo is solid. So these guys, I think they did the best. They had one of the best off seasons. But Suarez, Gray, adding to that rotation already, it's going to be huge. 4, I got the Braves. Chris Sale, legend. Spencer Strider, GOAT. Ronaldo Lopez, very solid. Grant Holmes, solid. Elder, walking batting practice. But seriously, guys, Sale, Strider, Lopez, 1, 2, 3, that's huge. Strider is going to have a big comeback year, I think. He is my pick. Seriously, my pick to win Cy Young. Don't flame me in the comments, but that's my guy. 3, I got the Tigers. Dude, adding Framber to that rotation just lifted them up so high. Verlander is okay, but Framber, that addition was huge for them because Skubal is already tied probably for the best pitcher in the world. Him and Skeens, 1A, 1B, but Framber, that's big, seriously. Verlander's good. Flaherty, though, he's kind of declining a little bit, but, last year, a couple years ago, he was their number 2 guy, and he's not a bad pitcher. Mize ain't bad, so we'll see. Number 2, the Mariners. So I think I had Mariners at 2 last year, if not 1. I think Bryce Miller had a down year. If he had a good year, they'd probably be, competing for 1. But this rotation, still nasty, same as last year. They're going to do great things. Gilbert, Wu, Kirby, solid. Castillo, he gets teed off every now and then, but he's a good pitcher. But number 2, they can't go any higher, though. Number 1, the Dodgers. Yep. Must be nice. Must be nice, Dodgers fans. This is like literally an all-star rotation. This is something you'd see at the all-star game for your rotation. Like, this isn't fair. But I won't cry about it. I'm a Twins fan. I don't get to spend $400 million on a team to win a championship. But let's just say this is an all-star rotation, and they might win 110 games. We'll see. And that was it, guys. 30-1. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe. Please like. I'm just trying to gain followers, subscribers, so just do it, man. All it takes is one click. I won't annoy you, but I'm just trying to grow the channel, and if you enjoyed it, give it a like. Thank you.